So just starting with a little mobility. So just start with some arm rolls, some big circles, taking those arms backwards. So a little bit of backstroke. And going from there into a little bit of front crawl. Okay, always try and get those arms brushing the ears if we can. And just following that up with some crossovers. So just crossing the arms over, under and over, just nice and wide so we can open up the chest as well. Okay, just taking it down a little notch, down to the hips. So just some big hip rolls. So just rotating the hips all the way around. Okay, so when you're pushing your hips forwards, you feel the stretch in the front of the hips. And when you go back, you should be able to feel the stretch down the back of the legs. And switch sides. Big rotations all the way around. Awesome work. Okay, next up, just kicking your heels into your bum, just to lengthen out your thighs a little bit. So if there's any tightness in the quads, open it up there. Okay, and then hitting the backs of the legs next with our normal leg swing. So just finding a space, so you've got enough space to swing your leg back and forward without kicking anything. Okay, and then switching sides. Make sure if you've got good balance, you just let that leg go back and forward. Awesome job. And then roll out those shoulders as well. So big shoulder rolls. Good stuff. Okay, just roll out the wrists. And we're going to get moving with our warm-up. So it's a 4-minute warm-up with 3 exercises. And we're going to increase the reps in reps of 4. So we're going to go 4 on the first exercise, 8 on the second, 12 on the third. Okay. What I'm going to do is just hit go on the 4 minutes, and you're just going to do the circuit, follow along with me, because once you've done 1 or 2 circuits with me, you'll know what you're doing. Okay, so let me just put the time on the clock. So just so you've got a heads up, so the first exercise is it's a combo, what we call a combo exercise. So it's a walkout to squat. So you need enough room along your floor to be able to walk your hands along the floor. Okay. And I do want you to go past the press-up position. So press-up position is where your wrists are under your shoulders. When we're doing a walkout, we want the hands to go beyond there if possible. Okay? So about there, and then you walk your hands all the way back up, and you're going to go into a nice deep squat. Okay? So that's our first exercise. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, walking the hands out as far as you can, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then pull it back in, come all the way back up, and then 1 rep down, and that's 1 rep. Okay, we're going to do 4 reps. So come again, back up we go, all the way back up, back down. So your core muscles and your legs are the 2 muscle groups we're focusing on here. This is one of those exercises people tend to rush. Don't rush it. Okay, take your time. And when you do your walkout, hold it for a few seconds here. Hold it, use those abs, and then walk back up. Whew. Okay, so that if you're staying with me, that's 4 reps. We're going to move to the floor now. So laying on a mat or on the floor, we're going to loosen up the spine with some ab wipers. Okay, so just getting your knees at 90 degrees, arms out wide, off we go. We're going to go for 8 ab wipers. Each side counts. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if you're with me, you're going to come onto your feet. And then finally, we're going to add another 4 reps, and we're going to hit some star jumps now, guys, okay? So either doing a half jack like this or doing a full star jump. Off we go. 12 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess if you don't want to get in a sweaty mess, obviously you can do those half jacks instead. Okay, that took us 2 minutes. We've only got 2 minutes left, so let's see if we can get another circuit in. Okay, you know what you're doing now, hopefully. So, back to that first exercise. Walk out. Okay, back up. And squat. Okay, so I want to do 3 more of those to get to 4 reps. Keep that going for me. And then obviously once you've done 3 of those, we're going to go back to the floor for the ab wipers. Okay, remember what I said about those walkouts though. Just make sure we're walking the hands far enough out so that your tummy muscles are having to work. You're not just walking yourself to a press-up position. Okay, some of you might be a little bit ahead of me. So if you are, you may be on your ab wipers now. So knees at 90 degrees. And when you're ready, you can start taking those legs side to side like this. Okay, keep that going for me. So hopefully we're getting close to the end of the ab wipers, or at least started them, because we want to try and fit in our 12 star jumps to complete our warm-up. Okay, so when you're ready, you're going to hit your star jumps. Okay, if you are done already, grab yourself a sip of water quickly now. And then you're going to come back to the floor for me for a pre-mobilization, pre-workout mobilization. So we're just going to start with a little cat-cow. Okay, so if you join me on the floor, get your wrists under your shoulders like this. Okay, and we're going to start with taking a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Okay, as you basically stick your bum out, lift your head back. And then as you breathe out, we're going to tuck the chin into the chest. You're going to pull your hips underneath you. So we're getting that nice lengthening of the spine. Okay, and then just roll back. And just repeat that a couple more times for me. Last one. Okay, and then also just a little hip mobility as well. So just rocking back and forward to open those hips up. In that half kneeling position, switch sides. Okay, so just rocking back and forward. Awesome work. Okay, we're going to move into our main workout now. So we're going to go into our strength circuit where we're going to have one exercise up on our feet and then 2 exercises back down on the floor. Okay, so your feet exercise or your leg exercise we're going to start with, and this is a tricky one, so you may want to kind of like practice this as I'm doing it. So what I'm going to do is just take 1 foot back here like this, just have your back foot there. Okay, imagine you're going to touch the floor with your fingertips. We're going to do a single leg deadlift like this, and then as you come up, we're going to do a knee raise. Okay, so it looks like this. One more time. We go bend over, and then as we come up, we do a knee raise. Now, if you're wobbling all over the place and you're finding that really hard, what we can do is we can do a staggered deadlift instead. So on the deadlift part, you just keep your big toe in contact with the floor. The front leg still does a lot of the work. So we bend over at the front leg, pretty much tapping the floor. And then as you come up, you lift your knee. Okay, so we're going to do 5 reps on each leg, and then we're going to move to the floor. Okay, so for the floor exercise, we're going to do kick-throughs. Okay, you guys have done this one with me before. So we start in a press-up position, and then we kick our leg through our body like this. Okay, also known as break dances. It's another challenging exercise. So if you struggle with it, have a go at cross climbers instead. Okay, cross climbers where we're taking the knee towards the opposite elbow. And then lastly, we're going to do some more core. We're going to work with the obliques, and we're going to do some Russian twists. So hands go together, we lean back, and you're going to try and touch the floor either side of you with your fingertips. Okay, so to keep it really simple, we're just going to do 5 repetitions on each side. So each exercise, you will do a total of 10 reps. Okay, so get ready on your feet. Okay, get your either staggered deadlift position, keeping the foot down, or get ready to lift that foot up. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're going to go bend over. Okay, we come back up, leg comes up. That's 1 rep. Okay, we're going to do 5 reps. Okay, before we switch legs. Okay, if you're managing to do this, I've just lost my balance there. If you're managing to do it without the staggered leg, you're doing really well. Don't rush this exercise. Take your time. Okay, so that's me on my 5. I'm going to switch sides. We come over. Now do make sure that leg that you are putting your weight on, this leg doesn't stay locked out straight. You have a slight bend, and you should be able to feel the work in the back of the leg, in the hamstring. Okay, so if you've done 5 of those on each side, you can move down to the floor with me, and we're going to hit these kick-throughs next. So if I'm taking my left leg to my right side, I make it easier by lifting my right hand off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, just remember that regression is just taking the knee to the elbow instead. Okay, next exercise, we're back onto the core, and basically we're leaning back, hands in that pray position, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you're keeping up with me, then we're back on your feet. Maybe you're ahead of me, which is absolutely fine. Just crack on. Okay, so in that case, you might be on your deadlift here or just ahead. Good. Try and get your mind to muscle, so really engaging the backs of the back of the leg. So in my case, it's that left hamstring. Just keep that going. Big teaching point is your hips, guys. So if you're not doing these very often, what we often see is people rotating their hips like this. Okay, so make sure your hips are facing forwards. A good way of determining whether they are or not is where is your belly button facing, okay? Because generally if your hips twist, your belly button's facing somewhere over there and it's not facing the floor, okay? Another way of making sure your deadlift is good is where is your back foot facing, okay? If my back toes are facing away somewhere over there, I'm definitely rotating my hips, which means I'm not getting the benefit of my hamstring and my glute strength. Okay. If you've done your 10 reps there, you're going to go back to the floor, guys, and you're going to hit your kick throughs. Okay. So, like I said last time, if you struggle with these, do these instead. The knee to opposite elbow. This is a really good. Make sure those hips are twisting on this one. Whew, they're tough. They're actually as tough, I think, as the kick throughs, if you do them properly. Okay, I'm sure you are. Okay, if you want to work your abs hard, get a really big lean back on these Russian twists. 2, 3. If you want to work even harder, see if you can lift the feet off the floor. And you can get your fingertips to the floor without your feet touching the floor. Whew, that's tough. Okay, we've still got nearly 2 minutes left, so we might get a third round in if you're keeping up with me. Okay. You might find as you go through the rounds, you can get a little deeper with your deadlift. Maybe you can get almost touching the floor like this. Okay. Keep that going for me. Whew. Getting warm now. So 5 reps on each leg, and then you're going to go back to your kick throughs. So kicking the leg or taking the knee towards the opposite elbow. We have literally just over a minute left, so try and get this last circuit in if you can. Okay. Remember, after the kick throughs, you've got your Russian twists. Okay, slightly sitting back on those Russian twists. So about 45 seconds now. If you're ahead of me, feel free to go into your 4th round. You may be able to get another set of single leg deadlifts. By the way, it's a great exercise to practice in your own time. My recommendation would be to add weights going forwards. Okay, so if you can add a kettlebell or dumbbell in your hands, that will really challenge your hamstrings even more. Okay, it really is one of the best exercises. So, what have we got? Okay, that's 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done, guys. Have yourself a little sip of water. Okay, and just while you're doing that, while you're having your recovery, we're going to go through the conditioning. Okay, so I said 6, we'll go for 5 minutes. I want to have some time for some stretching at the end today. So your conditioning today is going to be 5 minutes long, and we're going to do a ladder drill format. So we're going to do the 2+ ladder, which means that you start with 2 reps of each exercise, then you go to 4, then you go to 6, then you go to 8, and then if you get that far, you go to 10, okay? So we're going to have some more conditioning-based moves here. So let me just take you through them. The first one, everyone's favorite, is the burpee. So hands to the floor, throw the feet back, throw the feet in, little jump at the top. Okay, so on the first round, you're going to do 2 of those. Okay, then we're going to go to the floor for the second exercise. We do a side-on, which is our ankle grabs. So you're literally doing a sit-up, you grab your ankle, that's 1 rep. You come back, you grab the other ankle, that's 2 reps. Okay, and then you come onto your feet, and we're going to do a reverse lunge to overhead press. So you basically lunge down and you punch your hands in the air. We're counting each leg. So that will be 2 reps there. Okay. I'm going to kick off with you guys, so you get the feel for it for the first few minutes. Okay. If you are feeling good today, and if you're feeling like you really want to get a good calorie burn on, then obviously the challenge is how high on the ladder can you go? Can you get to 8? Can you get to 10 reps? Okay, so we're going to start with burpees. Okay, so on your feet, get yourselves ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so 2 burpees. 1, 2. Easy, okay? Back to the floor. We're going to go 2 ankle grabs. Okay, 1, 2. Easy start, okay? Onto your feet, we're going to go reverse lunge to press. 1, 2, okay? So that's round 1. Now we're doing 4 reps of each. So 4 burpees, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Obviously back to the floor. This time 4 ankle grabs. 1. If you can't reach your ankle, by the way, just grab your knee like that or your thigh. Okay. Right, we're on the reverse lunge press. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you're on to 6s. And guess what? We're only 1 minute and 20 seconds in. So if you're on it today and you're feeling good, you might be able to get to 8s or 10s, maybe more. 2, 3. By the way, if you struggle with burpees, you can regress like this. You walk the feet out, walk them back in, and then come up. Okay? Let me show you that again. Walk them out, walk them in, stand up. Or you can go for the normal one. Okay? I think that's 6. Okay. So if you're staying with me, guys, we are 2 minutes into our 5 minute. I bet you can have it's only 5 minutes now. I am. Okay. So 6 sit-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. I'm going to stop counting now, I think, out loud anyway, because you might be ahead of me and I might be confusing you with what reps that I'm on. Okay. So if you're up to with me so far, we'll be going into the 8th round or 8 rep. Okay, so 8 reps of each. So when you're doing this kind of thing, guys, you do want to pace yourself because you've still got 2 minutes left. And if you're gasping for air already, then you're not going to complete it. So really take your time. Okay. I'm going to take a little breathe myself while I give you guys a bit of extra motivation. Based on where I'm at, I think you guys can probably get to 10. Okay, see if you can get to 10. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. So keep it going, keep it going. Just remember on those ankle grabs, we don't have to grab the ankle if we can't quite get there. Level 2, grab those knees or thighs. Okay, with those reverse lunges, do try and get your knee as close to the floor as you can. Okay, it's no good just doing a little step back like that. Okay, try and get your knees close to the floor as you can so you can get that full range of movement on the lunge. Okay, good news is in about 1 minute, we get to stretch, we get to lay down, we get to breathe. Okay, we've only got less than 1 minute left now. Keep it going, guys, keep it going. I want to hear you guys tell me that you got to 10 reps by the end of the 5 minutes, okay? Okay, Karina, Kaylin, Marlene, yeah, push it, push it, push it. We've got 30 seconds left now. We might be getting a little sweaty. It's the end of the week. We want to make it count. Okay, last 15 seconds. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time, guys. Okay, fantastic. You've got to let me know in the chat box what you got to. If you got to 10, just type 10 in the chat box. I want to know. Or 8 or 12 maybe. Okay, so just let me know. So well done. Have a little sip of water. I'm sure we're a little bit sweaty. 8. Well done, Karina. Awesome work. Okay, 8's a good score. I think anything above 8 is really good. Caitlin got 8 as well. Awesome work. Marlene, you're going to own up. 16. Okay, we're going to have a little stretch out. So like I said, we're going to go to the floor next. Okay, so we're going to actually give the legs a little stretch out from here. So we did the half kneeling stretch earlier, which is this one. Okay, what I want you to do though is this leg, I just want you to straighten it out a little bit like that. Okay, and just let your body just sink forwards, bouncing forward, back and forwards like this. Okay, because our body is nice and warm, those hamstrings should be nice and pliable. And now I want to do a static stretch where we just hold that stretch. Okay, so just without moving, just hold that stretch. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, just switching sides. So just start with that little, what we call ballistic stretch. And then when you're ready, just hold it. Okay, next up, just taking the hands to the floor, and we're going to go into a nice yoga pose called the child pose, sinking your bum down into your heels, and then your chest into your thighs, and then the arms stretched out as far in front of you as you can. So in this pose, just close your eyes, relax, take a few big deep breaths. And then slowly come out of there, bring your hands forward a little bit, and just drop your hips down towards the floor, and just allow those tummy muscles and back muscles to relax. Okay, and slowly just come back up onto your feet. Okay, just taking your arms above your head. Okay, so big stretch. Be tall. And just roll out those arms a few times. Big circles with the shoulders as well. And let's just get a couple of big deep breaths in to finish. So nice big inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Okay, and again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Okay, shake it out. Awesome work, guys. Really good. Fantastic work today. Have a great weekend. And Richard will be seeing you on Monday. I'll be seeing you. Yeah, take care, guys.
Thank you.
Karina,
bye.
See you later.
Have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Bye. Oh, hi, honey, you right?
I'm taking Lena to the vet tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I just saw it, yeah.
But I can't get her into Fraxton either today or tomorrow or Monday. So, but they said they've got spaces in Amdale.